Hello, I'm Danny Crumno. I'm going to do something here that I almost never do, and that is that I'm going to show you where I'm detecting. This is a private residence. We were coming down the road from detecting a school, and I saw a nice looking young lady out in front, and I stopped and talked to her, and she allowed me to detect her house here. She inherited this house from her grandmother. And what makes this so appealing is that this house, you can tell they don't make houses like this anymore. I don't know how old it is, but this is a pretty old house. See how big it is with the upstairs and all that. And it's got a few big trees in it. I always like the big trees. And right down the road, 1 block from here, is an old school. It's no longer working, but all that adds up to this being a very good place to metal detect. If you're a metal detector, it does no good to have a really good detector if you're not in a place where you might find some old coins. So, saying all that, we're going to see if we can find some old coins. GoPro, stop recording. Okay, we've got our first signal here. It's going to be a 91. Shows pretty deep. We're going to see what we get. I'm using an XP DAS, and I'm using a program I call my cherry picking program. Okay. Okay, what we got? Got a penny, and it's gonna be a memorial. Okay, gonna show how I cover up these holes here. First, we're gonna put the tail in. That wasn't very deep. Okay, GoPro, stop recording. We got another signal here. See how strong this is? That's almost certainly a can. GoPro, stop recording. Okay, we've got another signal here. It's a real good one. I suspect this is going to be another memorial penny, and it's on the sidewalk. Let's see if I can find that. Another piece of copper wire. GoPro, stop recording. Okay, another signal here. All right, let's see what this is. It's reading 90. That's penny range. It's not very strong, which means it's probably down a little deeper. I'm kind of surprised. This yard is very, very clean. I didn't even check to see if I had it out. Don't know what that is. Melted something. See if I got it in the plug here. Well, can't find it. I don't believe if it was a penny I'd have found that. Let's see what we got here. It was that old melted stuff there. That's what it was. GoPro, stop recording. Finally, I've got another signal here. It's reading 93, 94. I'm gonna see what this is. This house, this yard seems to be extremely clean. Much more so than normal. Miss Bell's grandma must have been really stickler about keeping her yard up, because there's not hardly no trash at all here. Okay, it's out of the hole. Now I can't find it. Oh, there we go. It's a quarter, clad quarter. 19... I believe that's 81. Clad quarter. Bad things, I had to tear my plug up to find it. Don't like doing that. But it could have laid there as much as 20 years before I found it. Or actually 40 years. All right, GoPro, stop recording. Okay, that house was very disappointing. I found out that that house was built in the late 1800s, so it was even older than what I thought. The problem was that penny and that quarter were the only two coins that I found on this property. Found a little junk, but that's about it. But as with everything, I learned something on my program. I'm calling my cherry picker program. It's made out of the FAST program, basic program on the Deus 2. But I had set my maximum frequency at 14. Well, what I was not aware of was the fact that changing that frequency, maximum frequency, to 14 changed up my TID numbers and changed my quarters from, my nickels from 62, 63 all the way down to 55. So I had my notch set for that, and I was missing whatever nickels might have been there. It also changes your upper end. Zinc pennies are come way down in the 80s, and so I found that out, and I changed my frequency back to 24. So frequency 24, silencer 3, bottle caps 2. I left my sensitivity on 90. And I want to thank Miss Bell, that does have a ring to it, for letting me hunt that property. Even though I didn't find much, you know, it's the same thing. If you have property like that, you can get a good rain and come in there and hold your mouth just right, and no telling what you might find. She is going to allow me to come back, and I really thank her for letting me hunt. But anyhow, be aware, did learn something, be aware that if you change those frequencies, it's changing your TID numbers on there, which means that your notch could be different. I actually, the way I was set up, I actually took a memorial penny in the air and was not able to hit it the way I had it set up. So I may go back and try it again, but changing one thing on these detectors may change something else. So just be aware of that. Thank you for watching.